Hi, everybody. We here at McStabber Studios appreciate you tuning in to see our tabletop RPG streams. Some of the content of our streams may be a bit mature and cause emotional responses in viewers. We really take the well-being of our viewers very seriously, and we want you to do what you need to if something triggers you. Mute the stream, take a break, or just skip an episode. Otherwise, if you decide to stay tuned in, we are available in chat during the streams to talk you through it if you need that. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy this game session.
Good evening, everyone. It's your boy Twitch again. You thought I wasn't going to make it to Chicago? Come on now. I wouldn't miss that for the world. Things are changing in this city. Rumor has it a bunch of unproven kindred were forced to become a coterie by Kevin Jackson himself. I wonder what kind of sneaky things he's up to. It also seems this coterie was given a domain in a city where people don't get domains. Now that's odd. Of course, I hear a rumor that it turns out their domain isn't the sweet deal that they might have thought it was. I guess we're going to have to find out. Going to have to keep your nose to the ground. It's your boy Twitch, and we'll be talking. Don't worry. Good evening, and welcome to McStabber Studios' Windy City After Dark. I am the storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
I'm Gavin, and I play Lamar Cade of Clan La Sombra.
I'm Ridlindare, Shanky's wife, and I play Jacqueline Durand of Clan Ventru.
I'm Urian, and I play Roscoe Akers, Clan Tremere.
I'm Mandy, and I play Destiny, Clan Toreador.
I'm Plunder, and I play Jonathan Berkeley, Clan.
I'm Lady Marowith, and I'm playing Eleanor Thurston, Clan Malkavian.
And last week, this particular coterie spent a bit of time getting to know one another and trying to feel each other out, to understand who they are. They've got a long way to go, I think, before they fully become a coterie, but only time will tell. Chicago. Ask someone to picture the city, and they will have trouble coming up with a concise description. Some people, when people think of New York, they think of skyscrapers, subways, muggers. When they think of Los Angeles, they think of sun, smog, traffic. When they think of Detroit, they think of cars, factories, and decay. But for those of us who know, there's only one thing you picture when someone mentions Chicago. That's vampires. And tonight, we tell their story. been about a week since we've seen this coterie, and now each of them have had things going on. Most of the things that popped up I don't think need to be covered back on stream, but I know that there was one important scene from the end of the last session, which was the ride home from the jazz bar with Jackie and Eleanor, in which Eleanor had a vision and has a question for Jackie. So we'll start with that scene tonight.
Eleanor,
Jackie,
are you okay?
yes. Not really, no. I've been having a lot of disturbing visions lately, and one of them was when we were in the jazz bar.
Okay.
I saw it was a group of people. I couldn't see any distinguishing anything. I don't know who they were, but they were a group. And out of nowhere came a pack of wolves, and they just set on these people and they ripped them apart, like blood everywhere, body parts everywhere. It's just this pile of dead. And then the wolves left, and out from underneath the pile of dead, one of the people, they crawled away. And that's where it ended.
Jackie reaches out and takes your hand.
I take her hand.
I'm going to ask the storyteller a question because I don't want to accidentally meta.
Go ahead.
Based on Jackie's knowledge from what she was informed of the domain, would it be appropriate for her to assume that the wolves were the wolf pack and that one of the Sabbat got away?
You have been told that the wolf pack took down the Sabbat pack.
Because that's symbolic of a wolf pack taking them down.
You can make that assumption that you might have leapt to that conclusion. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to clarify because I don't want to accidentally meta. Okay. Eleanor, I think I know what that is.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Based on what I was told, which some of it was rumor, conjecture, what have you, but based on what I was told, the Archons, the wolf pack, took down the Sabbat that were in our domain.
Oh.
One of them got away.
Oh, that could be bad. And it would make sense with what I saw.
Yeah, it's very symbolic, but it seems spot on to what I was told.
Yeah.
But if one got away, that's a big problem.
And nobody may know. Jackie, and I kind of squeeze your hand a little tighter.
I squeeze it too. Eleanor, you know, ultimately, I want you to do what you feel is right. But I try to protect you because you know what you can do. Others will use you, abuse you for it. And when the first time you're wrong, they'll toss you aside like you're garbage.
Yeah. But I wonder, with everything that I've been seeing and all the blood and the violence and how really strange this domain that we have is, I'm wondering if maybe I should start telling the rest of our coterie. It doesn't seem right.
Have you gotten impressions from any of them?
Nothing distinct.
I'd say try that first. See if you feel like you can trust them enough. Ultimately, it's your decision.
But if I were to decide, would you?
I would support you no matter what you decide. You know this. You saved my unlife. I owe you everything.
I'm really glad that you listened and came out of there. before it happened.
And I squeeze your hand a little bit. Of course, I know that there is wisdom in your clan.
It's hard to find, but it is there.
But whatever you decide, I will support you, Eleanor.
All right. Thank you, Jackie.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
And then, in the intervening weeks, the kindred being kindred like they are, they all have things to do. Like most kindred, their lives are not all spent fighting. They've got their own interests, their own businesses, own financial sorts, and their own projects. But coming close to the end of the week, but not quite, I believe Jackie was doing a bit of a performance.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to relay the performance. Now, this performance would be done the night before the coterie is set to meet again.
Okay. So basically, over the course of the week, she has had Destiny come in and do her performance. The routine has approved it. I know that it will get better with more practice, but it is fantastic as it is, and she definitely gets a spot when she has time. For Jackie's performance tonight, she does this probably once a month or so as she has time and is inclined to do so. Her fans love it because she's not a normal routine headliner. She does occasional special performances. She performs a burlesque show where she not only dances, but she also sings the songs. She sings jazz interpretations of modern songs, such as Toxic. And then she goes with a slightly older one, Fever. And after the end of the second song, the crowd is all on their feet. She has basically stripped down to twirl. And they all love it, and she exits the stage.
And based on the roles made for this particular performance, you do receive... Now, your club is not the type to do standing ovations. That's not the kind of a...
No, but when Jackie performs, they all get up on their feet.
Yes, but it's not... It's not a rowdy kind of place. That's not tolerated.
No, it's not a strip joint. It is a cabaret. It is a performance venue. But yeah, it is a very seductive show, very emotionally evocative, and the crowd loves it.
Okay. I just made a little note that I had to do for me.
Okay.
So, Jackie, showing you a side of what she does when she's not dealing with coterie business and how she became famous in a lot of ways, putting on that performance. Now we're going to move forward to the coterie's gathering night. Does anyone have any special preparations before they go to meet at the steakhouse? You're muted.
Lamar's going to bring his usual attire, which includes his black shirt, blue jeans, leather jacket, and his knife and gun, which are discreetly hidden upon him. And he will head to the steakhouse to meet up with everyone. He'll get there as close to just after sundown as he can.
Okay. Anyone else?
Destiny has, she's bought a rather large purse. One that you would see some people typically carrying a dog in. And she's going to put her cat inside of the purse and call an Uber.
Okay. Pocket kitty. Anyone else have any special preparations? So
What about my meeting with the Seneschal?
now you've been negotiating to buy this steakhouse. You have reached what you feel is a fair price. Got rid of that him wanting 15% off the top, kind of a kickback of the profits. But he instead is asking for a boon to repay at a later date, plus what is an actual fair price in your estimation.
What level of boon?
Not a minor boon, but we wouldn't go full major boon. Somewhere
So
in the
just
middle.
above a minor. Okay. I think this is fair. I would have accept the terms of that negotiation.
Okay, and he has told you he will be sending the paperwork over to your people for you to sign for the transfer of ownership and the financial parts of it. As Jackie is heading out for this night, her personal manservant is what I would refer to him, her retainer, bodyguard in a lot of ways, does a lot of things. He hands you a letter that is clearly marked undeliverable.
Thank you, Etienne. Thank you.
Just ma'am.
Burn this.
He takes it and heads back towards the, not the kitchens. He goes back to a different area where you have a...
Yeah, well, I'm at my haven, not the
Right.
club, so.
But like I said, not your kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
He has a special area set aside for where you have
Destruction of things.
a fireplace that never seems to get used in your apartment for when you're around.
Yeah. Fuck, where the hell is he?
Ma'am, do you need me to drive you tonight?
Yes, please, take me to the steakhouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And so, on yet another night, busy night, the coterie gathers at the steakhouse. I will leave the scene to the coterie who is gathered.
Lamar is sitting down when everyone arrives. He doesn't seem to be doing much of anything except waiting for you all to appear. And he is holding his phone, however, kind of staring at it. But then as people come in, he'll put it aside and put it in his pocket.
Now remember, flip phones you can actually use. As long as it doesn't have a touch screen,
You can use
they work. Now, you can't talk on them because your voice comes out pretty screwed up.
but you can text with them.
But you can use an actual flip phone to text and take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the pictures aren't what you would expect, and sometimes there's some spelling errors you didn't expect. But they do actually work.
Getting real tired of your shirt autocorrect.
I will say, as far as order of appearance, Jackie would be next to last. I don't know who's coming in last, but Jackie would be next to last.
That would be me
Okay.
with the paperwork.
Okay. So I'm going to be right before John.
So Lamar was probably first.
Mm-hmm.
He seems the punctual type for that kind of thing because it's better to be there first and watch rather than be there last and get ambushed.
Jackie's never the first to arrive.
Destiny would be right after Lamar.
And I'll come in after Destiny.
Go ahead. Y'all can have your scene.
Hello, everybody. How have y'all been?
Evening.
And okay, you?
Not bad. Is that a new purse?
Yeah. Do you like it?
I do. Looks like it could hold something pretty big.
Oh,
Is there anything
mean,
in it?
it's
I'm
got
going to
now,
roll. Continue your
now,
scene. I'm rolling something.
Hyde is inside of the purse.
Okay.
Hide.
Yeah, Hyde, my new cat.
Wait, you brought your cat in your
Yes.
purse.
Yes, she
Here.
has been instructed that she is to play nice with everybody and to stay inside of the purse, but I wanted her to be able to experience life outside of just, the streets around my haven.
So just to make sure I understand this, you told a cat to do something and expected it to listen.
Yeah. Hyde is a great cat.
I come in about this time. Did somebody say cat?
Yeah, Eleanor, look, this is Hyde.
Kitty!
Destiny, you hear a voice from the purse. I don't like him. I think I'm going to pee on his stuff.
Lamar's still staring at her like, is she serious? Or is she just messing with? He's still trying to figure out if she's like actually serious about this.
So I open up the purse as Eleanor comes in, and I laugh at Hyde saying that she doesn't like Lamar. I don't chastise her for saying that she's going to pee on his stuff because,
The cat pokes
it's not
its
my
head
job.
out of the purse, and you see it look around the room at everybody, and it looks pretty hard at you, Lamar. It is not acting like you would expect most cats to do, because most cats are very unfriendly towards kindred, but this one shows an intelligence behind its eyes. Her eyes, we'll go with her eyes, that isn't normal for a cat. It seems to be weighing and measuring each of you as it looks.
And as you guys see it, as the cat pokes its head out of the bag, half of its face is pitch black with like a green eye. The other half is an orange tabby, and the body is like a orange and black tortoise shell. So it's a very pretty short-haired cat. One green eye, one blue eye.
What a beautiful cat.
This is Hyde.
Hi, Hyde. May I pet Hyde?
Hold on, let me ask. Hyde, Eleanor would like to pet you. Would that be okay?
If her hands are clean, yeah. I like pets.
Probably. Eleanor, have you washed your hands today?
Yes. And I
Okay.
used hand sanitizer too.
Oh, double. So I grab Hyde out of the bag and I bring Hyde over to Eleanor.
I pet Hyde very politely and gently. What a pretty kitty.
And I lean in to whisper into Eleanor's ear. Hyde doesn't like Lamar.
Really?
Lamar is staring at the cat.
I look towards Lamar, see Lamar, like, are you doing like a hard stare, unblinking?
Yep, like,
right. And I kind of look over at Lamar, and then I look back to you, Dusty, and I lean in. I'm like, I think I can see why.
Yeah. We'll
And then
see how that goes.
And I'll turn towards Lamar again. Lamar, it's really rude to stare at animals like that. It really makes them unhappy. So maybe
Does it?
blink.
Does it though?
It does. It really does. Read books.
Jackie walks in at this time.
Maybe Hyde can say so for herself.
She just walks to the bar.
Okay. Now you've heard mention of Hyde, and I'm sure you noticed Destiny has a cat. Now, for those
Jackie?
in your haven, it looks almost complete. There are actually back rooms now added to it.
And I've consulted each of you on spaces that you can use for your own private needs and design, and basically had them completed according to your specifications.
You figure there's only a day or two left. It looks like they're just down to painting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the interior has been done into a glacier gray to appease Destiny.
Doesn't it just look so much brighter in here with this awesome gray color instead of that like weird beige brown you wanted to go with?
It's fine. It's whatever.
Place is coming together.
Thank you.
Is everything okay, Jacqueline?
It is what it
Maybe
is.
This time I show up.
It is what it is.
And now the coterie is all together.
Well, I have good news for all of us.
That's what you got to say.
Open up a large envelope. I now have acquired Sylvester's.
So what do we owe the banker?
I owe him not quite a major boon. As you know, it's not exactly owning boons, but owing them to the right people.
I understand that, but I will say for this place and this domain, he ripped you off.
I have other plans for this domain.
Do tell.
I'll have another large envelope with some renderings.
Do you pass them to me?
Yes.
I take them in hand
Does anyone else try to get a look at this?
and open up the envelope. I'm just sitting at the bar, so y'all
Sure.
could come and peer over the
Yeah.
shoulder.
Destiny
I'm gonna
is
go and
100% looking.
It's Lamar,
Lamar is going to take a look, but he will stay away from
the cat.
Destiny and hide.
So you can describe what's in these pictures.
So it is renderings of a bar, but not your traditional bar. It's in the form of like a cathedral.
It's an interesting
With, like,
concept.
a modern vibe.
It's an awful big footprint. What are you going to do over here?
I was thinking more of a private club, or even those above the VIP stakes.
And when he says in the form of a cathedral, it looks by his drawings like the interior of a cathedral.
Do you have a site picked for this?
Absolutely, it's not far away. It's off Honore Street, near Wicker Park.
Well, you know my experience, or at least you've heard rumor, but I've run nightlife establishments, well, since before Prohibition. So let's go take a look.
Do you think that
Course.
having a club that looks like the inside of a cathedral will cause us any undue eyes from the religious community?
What are you planning on calling it, Jonathan?
Club Confession.
Oh
No. No. It really won't. I mean, but there's not, is there really a huge presence right here in this neighborhood? I don't think there is. I haven't really seen many churches. I don't think they're going to bitch about another club or bar opening up here.
I mean,
Club Confession. That's bold.
It is.
Yes, but it is such a great play.
Do you have recommendations for a better name?
it's a great name.
I'd call it
I would
South
probably
Heaven
go with the
personally.
confessional or something instead, but like,
I was thinking the access to the VIP is through an old confession booth.
Oh, that's fantastic.
oh,
So
boy.
only the penitent may enter. huh?
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I just really don't want to have like any religious types breathing down my neck. I've never really got that whole thing.
Let's not announce the name until we're ready to open.
So that way we can get waylaid by people right as we open.
Destiny, has anyone ever told you you're completely paranoid?
It's only paranoid.
Has anyone ever told you that I was raised by a nos?
I was going to say that kind of paranoia doesn't come naturally to a Toreador.
I mean, go
Something.
ahead.
I don't think it will be as bad as you think. If it is, we deal with it. But
I mean, the pictures are gorgeous. It's
I think it would
wonderful.
work well Because we're not calling it, like a specific order name or anything like that. It's a play on words because we're designing it like the inside of a cathedral.
I mean, I don't really know much about religion, but do all religions have confessionals?
No, it's
No.
Catholicism.
Isn't that just like a Catholic thing?
Mhm. Mostly.
Okay.
Mostly.
There's a rather large Catholic presence in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Are the Catholics the ones that are kind of like willing to be the bad boys sometimes?
Saturday Night Saints, Saturday Night Sinners, Sunday Saints.
Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm. So not
that's
all,
glorious.
not all, of course, but
Lamar, what's that face for?
Nothing at all.
No, you just 100% had this huge grimace on your face.
What, was I right?
Do you not like the idea?
You know what? I just work here. You guys, I want you guys to enjoy yourselves. So let's go check this place out. Like you said.
Let's go check
part of the coterie, though.
Let's go check out the place. We can always discuss name later.
Yes, it's got enough room for a couple clubs, actually.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I need to see this property.
Does it have enough room for a theater?
You can have both heaven and hell in there.
Depending on how it was laid out, but then you'd be taking away from the club venue.
Well, like a small black box with like coffee and...
That's
Maybe
I'm sure
not
we can
this
find ourselves
location,
in.
but that's an idea for further development.
I think we need to develop on a lot of this property. The more eyes.
Let's go see
we
where
have, the
this
better it
is, and then because basically I think what we need to plan if we're going to build businesses and influence in this domain, we have to basically spread out in the domain so that we have presence among the periphery to see things going on. Do you understand?
Let's gentrify this bitch.
Exactly.
Yes.
But in a way that is inclusive. So basically, we want to hire diverse staff, make sure we've got loyal eyes, watching, loyal ears, listening, and paying attention and reporting to us strange happenings going on. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
see?
The light that this coterie was told signifies somebody is upstairs asking.
Interesting.
Flickers.
Looks like we have guests.
You guys invite anybody here tonight?
Mm-mm.
no.
I have an idea, perhaps.
Okay.
Is somebody going to push the button for the door?
I'll push
Sure.
the button.
I'll-
for the door.
Okay.
Push the button. Doesn't take long. And the hidden door that, is hidden by some wine casks. Now, I haven't heard whether you're changing that to make it look different,
Not yet.
but it opens up and Brackus pokes his head in.
Someone's here for us?
Mr. Marcel is here.
Does anyone know a Mr. Marcel?
You do recognize that name from the government of Chicago, not the kind government.
Oh,
Official visit then.
okay then. Do see him in.
He nods. Door closes. It's not closed but a minute or two. And then it opens up, and in comes a man. I'm going to share this picture, and then I will describe it. Appears to be early 30s. He's actually coming in wearing a dashiki that is of obvious African design. And he looks at the group. Now, Marcel, is not part of the Primogen Council, but he does advise the Primogen Council on many things. And he also is prone to representing the Kaitif and the Thin Bloods in matters that appease to them. You also know he is a member of the ministry.
I look at him and say, Good evening.
Everyone. Good evening.
What can we do for you?
Oh, my business is not official. I've actually come to speak to Roscoe.
What can I do for you?
You can take him to a private conversation if you need it.
Well, I'm just here to ask about a book.
Which book?
Dr. Benway informed me he sold you a book, and I'd like to know if it's for sale.
I haven't even... Yes, he did sell it to me. I've been looking into it. I haven't even discovered what it's about. Although, I was hoping to translate some of it. Do you think you could help me with that? That could be part of the sale price.
Perhaps. As you know, books of that type are of importance.
Yes.
To some of my clan.
It certainly does seem intriguing. I have no idea what it's about, what kind of reference it is, but
I'm sure it's nothing major, but I would be very interested with it in my collection.
okay. Well, let's set up a meeting and we'll talk about it.
Good idea. I will be in touch. And you can see he's holding eye contact. And then he exits. Hang on a second. A good day. Congratulations, by the way, to all of you. I didn't have part of the decision, but I did hear it come up in the council meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Quite a number of questions.
As we have as well.
Well, feel free to look me up if you need assistance. I'm always willing to give advice.
Thank you for the kind offer.
Yes.
I will definitely keep you in mind.
Do that. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
He goes back through the door that Brackus had left slightly open
Ajar.
enough so he could get to it, leaving you all back here.
Well, that's interesting.
That doesn't look like a man who's going to take no for an answer.
No, probably not.
Jackie's going to start looking around where he was.
What are you looking for?
Anything abnormal.
Okay, you can roll. What do you wish to roll?
I don't even know if Jackie's any damn good at this.
You tell me what you'd like to roll, and
Let's do Wits Awareness.
okay, go ahead. If anyone else wants to roll something they think might give him insight as to whether I know what she's aiming for. Jackie's attempting to see if something was left behind as a surprise.
AI sense unseen.
Shit.
Yes, you can.
You know what? I'm going
that
to...
is resolve all specs because you're trying to see something.
For some reason, Fantasy Grounds does not want me to roll my willpower.
It only likes you to roll willpower if you do it almost immediately after.
So
if you click anything else on your sheet after rolling, it doesn't want you to
I'm
do
going
it
to roll
after
2. What the hell?
that. Somebody else rolled. It's okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, it was me. Sorry.
Okay.
So you re-rolled your 2 black dice and you got no extra
Nothing.
successes. So you're good.
Yeah, I got nothing. I got a 2.
Resolve all specs from Eleanor. She got 4. Jonathan Berkeley there got awareness and wits awareness, and he got 1. Roscoe came in wits awareness with 2. Now, of course, for the rest of this coterie, he talked about this in front of you all, and you didn't know anything about a book.
Well, then I guess probably a good time for Roscoe to tell the guys, yeah, I did buy that book.
What book?
It's-
Because you've just been outed.
No, it's what I do. I buy books for my library.
Hmm.
And
What kind of book is it? Because he seemed really,
Really
interested in it.
interested.
Yeah, I can't exactly tell. I can tell it is incredibly ancient. I can't read it. It's all in hieroglyphics. And Dr. Benway said that it came from a Setite temple in the Mideast.
First, who is Dr. Benway?
He's a contact, or a guy that I talk to who deals in books and antiquities. It's where I stock my library from a lot.
Interesting. A fucking Setite temple?
Yes.
He has he has hot merchandise from a Setite temple, and you purchased it.
I did.
And
It looks
now
very interesting.
there's a former Setite wanting it.
Yes, I'm a little surprised that Benway outed me
How long ago did you buy the book?
a couple days ago.
A week ago.
I'm not sure how. Week ago.
About
A week ago, and he's already here
And-
asking about it.
Right. Must be a very interesting book.
By the way, Eleanor, you're Sense the Unseen. The only thing you see is what you assume is the ghost that Jonathan has told you about, who is staring awful hard at a cat. And he's not staring at it with
Kindly.
love in his eyes.
Yeah, because they're the guardians of the underworld.
Destiny's just petting the cat while all of this is happening. She's kind of lost in thought. Yeah.
You need to if you want to research that book, don't let him get his hands on it.
Well, I definitely plan to do more research about the book before allowing him.
Don't offer
even
his help.
close to it.
Don't take his help.
No, but I had to make gestures to him. He is part of the government.
From everything I've heard, he seems on the up and up, but come on. We all know the Setites.
Mhm. Yeah, we do. And this book is, well, it makes you look, it makes you uncomfortable just looking at it.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, you're never bringing that into the Haven here, okay?
They already let the cats in.
I look at the cat
Cats aren't scary books.
I look at the cat and say, that's an intelligent one and it knows what we are, so it's obviously her ghoul. It's fine.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's bound in cow leather, let's just say.
Oh, it's Setite. It's probably human skin.
Yeah.
We're just talking about this like it's A-okay. No one has problems.
Oh,
with
no, no,
this.
no. I have all the problems with this.
I'm sorry. Did someone just say human skin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Human
a
skin
scary
on
book.
what?
On a book.
Human skin on a book?
Yeah.
Mhm. It's a lot like vellum or parchment,
Not quite.
but
Do yourself a favor.
made from people.
Burn that thing. And if you don't burn it, bury it somewhere no one's going to find it. Because that guy's going to come find it.
He is going to come for it.
He's going to ask maybe once.
And
maybe
then
twice.
that's it.
You don't want to cross them when you have something that they want.
Research it quick, because now he knows you want to
Mhm.
research it because you just tipped your hand.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, wouldn't him burning the book
Piss him off worse?
that other guy wants? Yeah.
That would be even worse.
Maybe
Research.
we need to build down like an entire building for it. That way it was an accident.
If it could even be
Hopefully.
burned, it might be magic as fuck.
It could be.
Yeah.
That would be awkward.
Yeah. So research it quick, get it back to Benway. Get your
Okay.
money back and tell him if he wants, he can sell it to Marcel.
You don't think we could use it as a bargaining chip with Marcel?
If you want to try, go for it. I'm
Does he have
personally
something
not in
you
the
want that
mood to
bad?
negotiate and bargain with Ministry.
I see the finger up. Yes, Eleanor.
May I attempt a premonition about the book?
You may attempt a premonition. You can try to focus it at the book, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do.
That would be your resolve in all specs.
Resolve in aspects. No, it's 2.
Your vision does not shift like you expect, but you do get a feeling. You're not sure if it's about the book or not. There is danger at the moment. Possible paths, possible choices that could be made. Some of them are quite dangerous right now. Some are not. But one of them, right now, this coterie stands at, and you can tell it applies to the coterie. Leads to violence of some kind.
Jonathan, do you have any opinions on this?
What benefit would it have for your research, Roscoe, if you can't even understand within it?
Well, I was hoping to learn to read
Yes,
it.
but now that he knows you have it, you do understand it will take a matter of weeks at best that he will require that book back.
That's true. Do you think it's an artifact? It is obviously an artifact. It is extremely
Yes.
old. Do you think the Chantry would be interested?
Absolutely.
Perhaps we could take a trip to the Chantry.
Yeah. But I think that we should visit this club idea that I have first. Since
Oh, I
it's-
agree. I agree. Let's go.
There's a message in Zune for Destiny.
Oh,
Because the rest of the coterie was busy focusing
Talking
on the
and
book.
focusing on this.
Only Destiny would have heard this.
Destiny's just busy petting Hyde and getting distracted. Eleanor, could you hold Hyde for me for just a minute? I have to.
Yeah.
Um,
I reach out.
Thanks. And I put Hyde inside of Eleanor's arms. I pet Hyde's head. Stay with Eleanor, please. I don't want you to scare my friend. And I run over to the
wanna
itty bitty
eat
hole in
it.
the wall. No, you can't. You Hyde. I just fed you, and I gave you those crunchy treats.
Can I play with it?
I'll ask. I highly doubt they'll say yes, though. Stay here. And I go over to the hole in the wall.
Okay. Now you'll have to
Um,
rouse to actually speak with the chitter chatter.
Yes.
Or Destiny having to rouse compared to everybody else.
She keeps using them gnaw
And
skills.
you get hungrier.
Yep.
And you hear her voice. They'll find out eventually you know this, right?
Shut up.
I'm dead. I can't shut up. And then the voice goes quiet again as your blood is used. And then this chittering shifts from a chittering to, got food?
Yeah, here. And I reach into the.
Oh, you smell like cat.
Yeah, I have a new cat friend. Her name is Hyde.
G-
I give a cat treat to the mouse. I shove it in the hole.
And you hear, oh, food. I'll stay in here. Cat, that's bad.
Oh, it's a nice cat. She wanted to play with you, but I don't know what playing constitutes with her. A little bit of a game of cat and mouse.
Not good.
Okay. Well, you can stay out there. You don't have to play.
Oh, food, thank you.
You're welcome. Have you seen anything weird around?
Well, there's other of us that are passing information now.
Other mice?
Mice and big cousin.
Big cousin. Okay.
And when he says big cousin, you get kind of a picture of maybe what you would think is a rat, perhaps.
Okay. I would assume that it would give me the same feeling of the massive rats.
Yes, but there's something different with the way the mouse is saying it. And They're talking about something wrong. The rats aren't right, and they're talking to death. I don't know how to tell you. It's hard. It's one of your kind, but they're not like you.
Not like me. Okay, that's concerning. This information gathering that you and the big cousins are doing.
Not me.
Well, your friends. Your family?
No.
No.
The ones that gather, they're not right anymore after they start. They're not like us. It's
Are
bad.
they dying?
No, it's bad. They're different. Monster.
Okay. Well, if you hear anything else or see anything else, I've always got more food for you.
Food? Like food. Good food.
Yep. And I take another cat treat, shove it through the tiny hole.
Smell like cat.
I know, you just said that. Are you okay?
No, scared. Last time, bad things happen.
What happened last time?
Smelled this before, and lots of death, lots of pain.
You smelled what before?
These kind of rats. Been long 4, 5 broods ago.
Friend, where are these rats gathering their information? Where are they living?
Don't know. They kill us if they find us. Can't follow them.
Where was the... Can you tell me where people have been dying, or where your
No one dying
kin?
now, but they were before.
They were before. Where did you see the you
Down below, not safe. The sewers,
Okay.
I think. Sewers. Yeah, sewers. We used to run there, and now not safe.
Okay. Well, that's confusing, but I appreciate the information.
Food. I'll talk.
For food.
I'll talk
Yep.
for food. I'll bring you more for food.
Okay, I'll see you soon, okay?
Keep cat away. Don't like cat.
Well, no, the cat won't go to the walls. Don't worry.
Now, of
I'll make
course,
sure.
when it's talking to you, it doesn't use those exact words, but this is the impression you get through your Pharaoh whispers. It kind of lets it translate, because some words they don't understand compared to you, but that's the advantage of Pharaoh whispers, is it makes it make sense to your brain through the power of your blood. And the rat or the mouse scurries off behind the wall, and the whole way you hear it, food.
I'll turn back around to the rest of the coterie and relay the information that was just given to me in the most concise way that I can.
And immediately...
I'm trying to translate from mouse to human.
And as soon as she mentions about that information, Jackie's eyes immediately go straight to Eleanor.
I meet your gaze. What?
I walk over to Eleanor and I hold her hand.
I stop petting Hyde to hold your hand. Hold the kitty with the other hand. Everyone, I don't know what you would say if I were to say that sometimes I see things And I kind of look to everyone to try and like get a vibe check. Like, how is everyone reacting to that?
That's an insight check.
If it's only an insight check if they're trying to hide how they feel about it. If people aren't trying to hide anything.
Okay.
Lamar looks curious, like, is there more to the sentence, or?
Jackie looks like she knows exactly what's going on.
When you say see things, what exactly do you mean?
Well, I mean, under that umbrella, there are spirits and such. But I mean, I meant in this case more like visions.
Visions of the future, the past?
Everything. Things that were, things that are, things that have not yet come to pass.
Have you been seeing any of those things lately?
Yes. At the jazz bar the last time we met, I saw something from the past, I think. And it was a group of people. I didn't recognize them. I couldn't really see them, but they were set upon by a pack of wolves and torn apart. And then when the wolves left, one of those that I thought was killed crawled out from underneath the dead and got away.
And based on the information I was able to gain, the wolves were the archons known as the Wolf Pack. The dead and dying were the Sabbat Pack, and one got away. And based on what your mouse has told you, Destiny, it seems like that may be a Sabbat gangrel. Able to work over animals.
Well, that sounds like fun. Mice don't really have incredibly large range of territory that they'll typically go around and through. And if they're hearing things or getting feelings of things from
Nearby.
the big cousin that is nearby,
Yeah.
is the Sabbat gangrel coming back to take their territory back?
Or to just cause problems? I don't know.
Porque no los dos?
Lamar, do you have any insight into Sabbat Pack behavior or individual behavior? I personally don't have that much experience. Living in New Orleans, it seems like your former associates didn't really like messing with Samidi.
No, not quite. But I'll say this. You said that the wolf pack took out that pack, and I'd heard some different information that it was Damien, but I'm willing to go with your version because it does sound a little more, it makes a little more sense.
There's no telling if Damien might have been involved somehow, or maybe, he, coordinated it or whatever. I don't know.
It's likely. What I will say if there was an escapee, they've either been laying low for a little bit, and they've found some backup or made some new backup. Given that I took a look around our domain and noticed that there are a lot of symbols marking the territory around here, mostly in the bars in the area. There was one inside the bar at the jazz club. There's one inside the jazz club when we were there. I found it, sketched it down, and then I decided to go look around and see if there was anything else, and I did find several others. So,
are they recent?
A couple years old. Which, given that this is now our domain, I mean, there's some stuff we can take from that. I also did check the rack. The signs aren't present there. It was this area.
Fucking sovereign.
So yeah, chances are either we're supposed to get, if we all end up dead, he hands us a bot, at least they know that they're still here. And if we find it and take care of it, well, they didn't have to put any
We
people
are
they
the
like.
cleanup crew, the janitors, as you said.
Yep.
So we have to find the one that got away.
Eleanor,
And anyone it might have embraced too.
tell them about your other vision of the sleeping wolf.
I had another vision, as Jackie said. It was, at first I thought it was a dog lying in shadows and with motes of light. There were sounds like city sounds, traffic, and it was wounded or had been wounded, the dog, and then it stood up and it growled, and it wasn't a dog, it was a wolf. And I felt very distinctly that it wasn't sleeping, that it was gathering strength and was getting up.
Do you think it was attached to your... Do you think it was the same person that crawled out from under that last pile in your other vision?
Well, it could be, but the problem with the visions is sometimes the motifs. They're so similar that it could be meaning different things. So it could be the one that got away, that was the indication, or it could be something completely different.
Okay.
I don't know. I have seen a lot of blood, violence, death. Just this whole place is just steeped in it.
I will tell you that the validity of Eleanor's visions cannot be questioned. She predicted Hurricane Katrina. I was wise enough to listen, because that's where I was living at the time, was New Orleans.
I have a question, as I'm not aware as much. How long have these archons been around? These gangrels?
I will answer that. They have, to Jackie's knowledge, they have been around Chicago a very long time.
They've been around a long time. I have some knowledge about their status in the city.
Have they been active the whole time?
As far as you know, Jackie, they've been active except for the past, maybe, actually Lamar even knows about this part. Past 6 months or so, they were not in the city for a little while because they were sent away to do something very particular, coinciding with the La Sombra's delegation.
Okay. I know that they were up until about 6 months ago.
But they are back.
But they are back now. They went away for a time.
Perhaps it's just a vision of them being more active again, and they're on the prowl.
Perhaps.
One interpretation.
That's another interpretation, yeah.
However, it's interesting that it would be a single wolf in one vision and then a pack that represents them in another.
Cool.
So I'm not saying it's not possible that you're correct, but it's not likely. Well, thank you for sharing with us, Eleanor. I will trust that each of you will keep confidence of this knowledge of Eleanor's abilities.
Yes, it's dangerous for anyone else to know.
Of course.
Yeah, we want to keep that in-house.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
I have spent the last 15 years protecting her from those that would do her harm for the knowledge that she has.
I squeeze your hand, Jackie.
Guess the real big question here is going to be, what do we want to do about this? Do we want to wait and see if the bodies start piling up, or do we want to hunt?
We want to circumvent the bodies piling up. We have an issue with this entire domain feeling like it's on the verge of war all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We have to clean this place up, or else we are going to be in this domain for all eternity, struggling to catch up.
That, or, Damien will come down here for a non-social visit, as he was very quick to point out.
Let's keep the
Last time we saw
child
him.
in other areas, okay?
Fine with that. So we need to go ahead and nail down this new place that Jonathan has.
Mhm.
Let's take a look at that, because an abandoned church is a good place to hide. We'll want to deny that to anyone who is, anyone who thinks they might be able to sneak around here still.
Is it actually a church, Jonathan? Or-
No, at the time it's offices and whatnot. I planned on having it converted.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
But we can also keep an eye out for abandoned churches or other abandoned buildings
Oh, of course.
on the outskirts of the domain, or maybe just
course.
outside of it in unclaimed territory.
Why don't
Cool.
we go check out this building?
Mhm.
And my beautifully strange cat can go and look for some hideously strange rats and maybe find, or at least pin down an idea of where
They are.
they might be.
And is it a he or she?
Hyde it's a girl.
Well, I look at Hyde directly and say, "You are beautiful. I absolutely adore your markings." And I say, if Hyde can and I look at Destiny and say, if Hyde can possibly, even if not directly interact with them, just observe them, see where they're coming and going, that would be beneficial.
Okay.
And this is where we're going to go to break. And I noticed, of course, that they thanked Eleanor for revealing the vision. Nobody thanked Destiny for passing the info that she had gotten from the rat.
She's got to earn her weight.
I'm noticing a pattern.
Nosferatu.
So
Nosferatu.
we will see you after this break, 10 minutes, and enjoy the artwork provided by Lady Mirawiff and the music by Carlene. And we will see you 10 minutes.
Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. But there was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do you see? Is it still you? Or is it me? Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in the world of lions. We are the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within. Do you burrow within? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Allow me to introduce myself, though I fear you've heard my name, and that you've heard the story of Countess Bathory. History is told by the victors, heroic warriors, and mad kings. Will you hear my story from the lips of Bathory? They call me Let's-King Demon, Queen of Hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins, beautiful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Elizabeth Bathory. wealthy and powerful, a widow with political rivals keen to destroy me and take my property. My plea was never offered. All my confessors were all tortured, or how they destroyed me for my property. They put me up, shut me up, shut me up, put me up, put me up, shut me up, shut me up, and told a story of a bitch called Bathory. Let's sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, to keep me beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins, to keep me youthful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Elizabeth Bathory.
Welcome back. Before the break, this coterie got together for one of their weekly powwows to see how everything's going on, and they had some revelations and shared some information, and maybe they're finally starting to realize that they have to work together, because otherwise they've been set up. And we will return to this scene now and see where the coterie plans to go next.
Before we leave, Destiny, you mentioned issues with the sewer?
Yeah, the mouse said that the rats are going down into the sewer too. Or maybe not the sewer, but they might be going through the sewer down into the Undercity.
And it's bad or something, I think you said?
Yeah, that's the impression that
They gave you?
they gave me, yeah, that it's really bad. I can try to see if I can get some feelers out if Martin knows if anyone's still active down in the Undercity in this area.
That might be a good idea. Really.
Okay.
Yeah. And thank you, Destiny.
For what?
The information. It was valuable.
Oh. You're welcome.
And thank you for letting me hold Hyde.
You're welcome. I think Hyde likes you.
I like Hyde. She's pretty and very clever. I'm sure of it.
I think so. That's kind of why I chose her to.
One other thing I'd like to bring up before we step out, just because I don't want it overheard potentially by anyone that may be out. Roscoe and Jonathan, could I perhaps intrigue you into researching some rituals?
What kind?
Wards against insects and rodents.
Okay. I can look into that.
As can I.
I would be interested in negotiating price for services to have my cabaret warded.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you have them done, let me know what the cost will be. We can work out a deal. And of course, it may be beneficial to do it here as well. But
And also at Johnny's
new venture, yeah.
Yes.
When it gets done, of course. So, yeah. Nothing really personal about your friends, dear. I just don't like Nosferatu getting information for free. They can negotiate with me if they want intel.
I don't know which.
I don't know who it was either, but we'll prevent it from happening again.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we go out, I just need to do one quick thing too.
Sure.
I'm gonna take Hyde and go into my private quarters.
Okay.
And I'm going to be giving Hyde a little bit of my blood and switching out the power that she has.
Okay. And which power are you giving Hyde?
She is going to be getting Cloak of Shadows.
Okay. Now, you don't have to give her enough blood because, first of all, it's a cat. You don't have to give enough to make yourself hungrier. So you give the cat a little blood, and because it's a ghoul, now she can sit still and disappear completely from view.
Hyde, the mouse said that the rats aren't right. Now, I know you like to be seen because you are so beautiful, but if you see the rats, I need you...
Can I play with them?
Not yet. You can play with them by playing peekaboo. How about that? If you see some odd rats, I would like you to hide. Hide. Okay?
Okay. I don't like that, but I do what you say, Mom.
Okay. You'll be able to be glorious and beautiful again. Just for now, I'd rather keep you safe.
Better be some treats in it when I get back.
I'll get you wet food, okay?
Okay. I'll hide.
All right. And then I'll come out of my private quarters with Hyde and look to the coterie. We are ready to go. Hyde has her instructions.
Shall we walk? Is it far, Jonathan?
It's in walking distance.
Okay, let's
Couple
walk.
blocks down.
Okay.
Yeah, let's walk.
Okay. Now, as you exit the building, I would like to get wits awareness from everybody. Now, I assume, Destiny, once you get outside, you put Hyde down.
Yep.
And the first thing Hyde do is goes over and sniffs Lamar's leg a little bit, and then looks at you, and you can tell the look on Hyde's face. Hyde's plotting something, but then Hyde walks to go about its business. It's not dumb enough to be obvious about it. Hyde knows better than just to pee on his shoes right there. That wouldn't end well.
I laugh as I watch Hyde.
Let's see what we got here.
I see the cat.
You saw the cat sniff your leg and then look at her and then walk off.
I don't know why it did that. Ignore that last one. That last roll.
You can you can use instincts on this.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, I don't know how in the hell you got it to use the specialization. Oh, I like that. I just don't know how you did it.
I don't know either.
I guess it just shows it.
No. That's not using it. It's not.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Then I'll re-roll with the instincts.
Yep.
Ignore my rolls. Okay.
Okay, so we got...
Before...
That's better.
Nice.
Oh, much better.
3.
Now you're the high one.
Jackie's got good instincts, okay?
Before we are out of the building, I'm going to sidle up to Roscoe and say, Roscoe, that book, please be very, very careful with it.
I will be. I will.
Why is chat cleared?
I cleared it just now so that I can keep track of what you roll next time, because when you're seeing a whole thing of dice, it's hard to tell what was being rolled. But I know the highest was Jackie with a 5.
Yes.
So that's all I need for this particular event. Okay, so you set out on the street and you begin to go towards a set of buildings. Now, this is off the main part of the drag, isn't it, Jonathan? I don't have my map.
Look at the
I don't
player
have my map up.
It's in the pins on Discord.
I don't
Or
even
I'll
have
paste it in
Discord up because I'm
I'll
streaming.
paste it.
Hang on, I'll pull it up. I got it right here.
I've got it right here.
Right there. Called Euphoria right now.
And there's a black dot.
Yeah. Okay.
Club Confession.
Yep. It is off the main street of your domain.
It's actually on the corner of North Wicker Park Avenue and North Honor Street. Or Henri.
Honore?
I don't know how it's pronounced. Somebody
Honor
from
with an
Chicago.
E. That
Yeah, it's
sounds
honor
British,
with an
and
E.
I froze. Look at that. But I am unfrozen because I'm good like that. I've got to fix that thing.
Yeah, it's like a huge office building area with a nice.
It's like literally 2 blocks away.
Mm-hmm.
And as you step out of your haven, once again, it's a busy night. Streets are active. But as soon as you step out of the haven, you can feel that latent hostility. People, as they're walking down the streets, they almost bump into each other. I mean, it's just a general aggression that you're feeling through here.
Yeah, we have to fix this.
And as you move down the street, you reach close to the end of the block, next to an alleyway with fire escape leading up to a roof. Jackie, you feel you're being watched.
I stop and I try to look around to see where we're being watched.
You see someone looking down on you from the building right there in the corner. Kind of wild hair, brown. Hard to get a full view, but it's unkept brown hair, shaggy beard. But he's looking dead at you.
I do that whistle and see who turns. And I'm staring dead at him.
You can all see he's looking right at you. And there's a latent hostility in his eyes as he's staring down. Not even remotely disguised, just hostile.
Care to have a chat, handsome?
And then the head ducks back behind the rooftop right there.
I think that's our problem, child.
I agree.
And a voice echoes down. Why don't you come up?
Don't have to tell me twice. And Lamar goes looking for the fire escape.
Right there.
Let's go for it. Fuck it.
He will climb the fire escape.
Now, it's not hard to pull it down, especially for a kindred.
Mm-mm.
You pull the fire escape. Come up on the roof. Who all goes on the roof? Does everyone go?
Yep. We'll all go. Or I will. I'll go.
Well, I'm not letting you speak for Eleanor and Destiny because Eleanor has a scared look on her face. Does she go?
I'm going to wait and see what Eleanor does.
She doesn't really want to go, but she's going to look towards Jackie.
What do you want to do? Do you want to stay down here as lookout in case it's an ambush?
Somebody should watch if it's an ambush. I'll scream.
I'll stay with you just in case. It's not like I can really fight.
Me neither.
Okay, and what is Destiny doing?
Destiny will go up.
Okay, so we have Destiny, Jonathan, Roscoe, and Lamar scrambling up the fire escape. It's not hard. You get to the roof rather quickly. When you arrive on the roof, there's nobody up there. But there is an AK-47 laying on the edge of the roof. And then you hear a series of gunshots go off.
Where do we hear those?
Down the street a little bit. Sounds like somebody just fired off an AK. It's
I'm
a very
going
recognizable weapon.
to head in that direction.
Okay. Now,
I'm going with her.
for you two going in it, the rest of the coterie is up on a roof with an AK. That somebody didn't shoot that one, but they have fired an AK.
Mm-hmm.
And you're left with evidence
Mm-hmm.
and fingerprints on a fire escape.
Mm-hmm.
I will let
Grab the AK.
I will let the coterie on the roof decide what they're doing, and then we will figure out what Jackie and Eleanor are doing.
I'm gonna grab the AK.
Okay.
I'm going to heighten my senses and then see if I can see where the AK shots came from. The figure that would have shot.
I will let you roll intelligence and awareness.
And it
Now, Lamar, you've heard of this tactic
streetwise
before.
instead.
Sure, I will let you use streetwise. You've heard of this tactic before. Sabat used to use this as a game to set people up.
I probably would have heard it too. But
Yeah, you've
I need to get
recognized
rid
it
of the
too.
evidence. I need to get rid of the evidence.
Let's get rid of the evidence as quickly as possible. Then we
Jackie
need
and
to-
Eleanor, the streets are clearing as you're going towards the sound. People are screaming and,
I'm going to Blush of Life.
Okay.
Just in case we run across cops, anything like that.
One success, Destiny.
Wait, I didn't add my Auspex rating. I need to roll one more die.
Okay.
Do we hear any sirens?
Not yet, but it's only been a few seconds. It won't be long, though.
Okay. Yeah.
How far are we away from Sylvester's?
You are at the end of your block. If you look on the map. Oh, well, I just moved your whole domain. Look at that.
That
Rose.
happens.
My bad.
It does.
It happens a lot. It's not anchored.
Yeah, you are down at the end of the block. You were on right about at the corner of North Honor Street. Or Honore Street. Yeah.
As soon as I grab that rifle, I'm going back down and I'm booking it as fast as I can to the postern entrance.
With a rifle down the street. Are you positive?
Got an idea.
I'm wearing a jacket, so I'm going to have it under a jacket.
Just curious. Okay, you can't really see anything there, Destiny. Two's not enough, even with heightened senses. Eleanor and Jackie, you can both roll either intelligence and awareness, or if you think a better thing to locate directions and all, you can do that.
Wits instincts?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not?
Would a wits awareness be okay?
Sure. Now, while they're rolling that, Roscoe, what are you doing as you see Jonathan grab this AK and start booking it down the fire escape?
Well, hopefully he
I got 3. You got 3 too.
he racked it and he didn't. There's no bullet in the chamber.
He hasn't checked that yet.
I'm
Well,
going to
I-
spend willpower.
I look
Go ahead.
right around where the rifle was to see if there's anything else laying around, or heading down with him.
There's about 6 cartridges. Spent.
Spent or
Spent.
Nice. You got 5.
I'll gather up the brass.
Because if you're going to set a scene, you
Mhm.
got to set it correctly.
Right. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got 3 and Eleanor got 5.
5. Eleanor seems, there's almost a bit of, you don't know how to describe it. She just seems to know where to run.
And I'm going to follow her lead.
Yeah.
Now, what is Lamar doing? Let me find it. Let me establish the rest of the coterie first. Lamar,
Lamar will he'll check the rooftop for anything else that might be up there, like weapons wise. He sees that the weapons been taken, the cartridges have been taken, but he's trying to make sure that they tie this up as efficiently as possible before he'll actually let everyone else leave the rooftop first. He'll be the last one down.
okay, I will let you roll. Intelligence, don't think it's going to be streetwise. You don't have investigation. Normally, I would go intelligence investigation on this. So you just roll intelligence for this.
I have firearms. I don't know if that helps.
Not for what I'm having you check to see if you notice. Destiny, what are you doing? You've done listening, but you couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
I would move to the edge of the roof. I still have my heightened senses up. I'm going to be looking to see if I can see anyone who is acting too calm.
Okay. Roscoe's policing the brass. Jonathan just took off. Tries to... Jonathan, I will let you roll composure streetwise to see if you can blend in with the panicking people after you get off the roof.
Would this be social?
I wouldn't call it a social one. You're just trying to mimic a crazy ass crowd.
Oh boy.
You didn't find anything that jumped out to you, Lamar.
Okay. Then Lamar will wait till everyone else goes down. He'll be the last person off the roof.
Okay. And Jackie and Eleanor, you're heading right down North Milwaukee Avenue, straight down the block. Oh no, you feel it's about right on the other corner of the other intersection of North Honor Street and North Milwaukee. That's about where you think it came from.
It's here.
Wow, I got 3.
On 3 dice.
3 dice.
You think you've managed to appear panicked like everybody else.
Lovely.
Go ahead, Eleanor.
I think here somewhere I'm gonna kind of slow a bit and try and get a sense for what's going on. People are freaking out.
Okay, I'm going to roll another Wits Awareness
Go ahead.
to see if I see anything.
Go ahead.
I will do the same.
I got 4.
So many
Can I
dice
do
from
that?
Eleanor. You
Can I
both
do that
notice
while
rather oversized owl looking at you from a roof.
Oh, it's looking at me.
Looking at both of you. And then it takes to the air and flies off.
Oh, no. Before it takes off, I'm doing Mesmerize.
Go ahead. That can only make you do a command. We'll see what your command is after you roll.
It is, hang on, let me pull up my power. It is manipulation plus dominate versus intelligence and resolve. So we are going to do dominate. I wonder if this automatically does my bonus due to blood potency.
We'll see.
And if not, I'll just roll an extra die.
Yep. Let's see, 4, 3, or 4 and 2, 6 dice. Yeah, you need to add +1 for blood potency.
Okay. So I'm actually going to roll 3 because I'm using a willpower.
Okay. So you have 5 successes.
5 successes.
What is your command?
Stay put. Tell us. Where is he?
The owl hoots a few times at you and then
Show.
flies off.
I'm going to try to follow where it's going.
Okay, takes to the air.
Same.
And it's lost in the night sky. But he
Convenient.
did try to answer you as mesmerized, but he's an owl.
Mm-hmm. I know, I didn't think about that. My bad.
It happens.
Show us where he is, not tell us. Oh well, lesson
Slowed him
learned.
down.
Slowed him down.
Too bad Destiny wasn't here.
I
But
know.
you slowed him down long enough to get a real good look at this owl.
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly what this owl looked like.
What?
It's a oversized owl. You would
It looks like a
recognize it
kindred.
again. You would recognize it again if you ever saw it.
It was him.
Anywhere. Now, for the rest of the group, you come off the roof. Lamar is last. Destiny, you don't see anyone acting too calm. Everyone is panicked. Sirens have started, and you all have come down off the roost with Lamar covering the backside. Roscoe, you're holding several spent shells in your pocket. And Jonathan is nowhere to be seen. Eleanor and Jackie are nowhere to be seen. Though Destiny, because you were checking for anyone acting too calm, you saw which direction Jackie and Eleanor ran.
Jackie and Eleanor went this way, guys. We should probably try to catch up with them.
All right, lead the way.
And Destiny will lead the way.
Okay, and you all head down the street. What are you doing, Roscoe, with these shells in your pocket? Just going to hold them?
I'm holding them for now because I don't think trying to ditch them anywhere in this vicinity is going to be good.
Not considering you picked them up and your fingerprints are all over.
Right.
So you head down and you only go back to the end of the block on the other side of the street before you see Eleanor and Jackie staring up.
What are they looking up? Looking up at?
It's gone now.
Now, this part of the street is also people panicked, but there's also a number of people, since his gun that didn't keep shooting. There's a number of people still in the street looking around, see people with cell phones up trying to capture anything.
I'm going to look and I will see Roscoe. Found him. He got away.
What do you look like?
Not here.
Do we head back?
Are you here with us?
Yeah, he followed up with
Okay,
us.
I apologize.
Everyone but Jonathan is now gathered up.
Okay.
Jonathan, you don't know where he went.
Okay. Shit. We need to go about our fucking business. He's going to try to antagonize us now that he's seen us, yes?
Yeah.
All right, so.
He he took off.
Blew the coop.
Mm-hmm. Literally. And I say that under my breath.
I mean, I feel like we probably don't want to just be out walking around.
Everybody else is on the street. What difference does it make?
I don't really want to talk to cops tonight. Once the cops get here, they're going to want to be talking to everybody that's walking around.
Well, we have to walk back.
You're right. Unless you guys want to take a jump through the sewers.
Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah. Same here, but it's a route of transportation that makes it so the cops don't look at you sometimes until you come out of them stinking.
Might be a good idea if the people are still out on the street with their phones. Try to stay out of the camera view.
Well, then let's move.
Let's go.
You all start heading back towards Sylvester's. Your plans had a wrench thrown in them. Now, I will let one of you, whoever you wish to roll composure streetwise.
Not me.
No.
Can't be Jonathan because he's not there.
I will do it.
Whoever
I'll
you
do
think
it.
has the best chances to...
Are we? We're surviving on the streets, right?
Yep.
I was going to say, who has the biggest dice pool?
I have 4 in composure.
I have 3 and a specialty in urban survivor. Blah, blah,
How
blah.
many streetwise do you have? I know this is meta, but
I have 3 in streetwise and 3 in composure.
okay, you're going to roll because you have more die.
Yep.
And use that willpower if you need it.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
hold
too...
on. It didn't roll the extra die, so.
Well, you still got
let's-
it.
Yeah, you definitely got it. You got 9 with a crit.
Very good. Very, very good.
Look at you.
As you're heading
Gotta
back,
be good for something.
Destiny, you see her street instincts take over. Lamar, you've seen this before. This is somebody who has survived hostile territory more than once. She shows you how to walk so that nobody seems to pay attention. And everyone just kind of files with her the way she's moving. And as the cops roll in, they don't even give your group a second glance as you slip by and into the alley near the steakhouse as you make your way to your haven. Now, for the players, if she had not rolled well, you would have had an encounter with some police officers. But By following Destiny's lead, you made it into the Sylvesters without any undue harassment. But the police are definitely filling up the streets upstairs.
As we make it into Sylvester's, I look over at Destiny and say, "You are full of surprises, dear."
But thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice work.
A little bit of LA, a little bit of New York,
Both are some rough neighborhoods.
sprinkling of Buffalo.
Jonathan, you hear them because you're down in there with this gun. Now, I will say that during these renovations, you did find a few hidden areas where false secret panel type places.
Mm-hmm.
Not anything that dumps straight to sewers like you would normally expect in a Prohibition era speakeasy, but you have found places where they used to hide liquor that you could probably have stashed an AK.
Yeah.
Though, I will assume you checked it out when you got back. The magazine was empty. But the gun had been shot recently and was not clean.
Mm-hmm.
And I hand the spent cartridges, the cases over to Johnny.
I'll actually smell one of the cartridges.
It smells very recent, not within the past 5-10 minutes. But they do still smell heavily of the cordite of gunpowder.
Mm.
This person
Well,
knows how to frame people properly.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's trying to set us up.
Yes, they are.
Perhaps it was that.
He turns into a large owl. I was able to stun him for a little while. And then he took off.
That's just great.
So perhaps a gangrel.
More than likely.
Won't be the last time we'll deal with him.
Oh, no.
I've stashed the AK.
Jackie thinks to herself, I may have to let Tyrus know one got away. She just thinks that to herself
And
internally.
Jackie knows where to find him.
Mm-hmm. I need to take a trip. I'm sorry. And I get Etienne.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you want to be out on the street right this minute? You might want to give a little bit for the police to stop questioning everybody.
We are at least 2 blocks away from that.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have heard that at Sylvester's.
You would have heard the AK at Sylvester's. Oh, yes.
Really? Okay.
They are loud.
Okay. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, never mind then. My plans go to shit.
Give it a little bit of time. The night is not over.
No, it's getting close.
So just to make sure that I understand the timing of what happened. So that guy gave us the finger, and then we heard the shots almost immediately after.
No, the shots rang the moment you hit the roof.
Mm-hmm. So in the time it took you to get on the roof, he flew off to the other corner and did the shots. Because he can turn into a big owl.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you've seen this tactic done. Normally it uses more than one pack mate to do it. Because the timing can be tricky.
But he has wings.
When you only got one, you gotta improvise.
If he wasn't a gangrel, he probably couldn't have pulled. If he couldn't turn into an owl, he couldn't have pulled it off because the timing wouldn't have worked.
I've personally never had to fight them, so I don't know what input I have.
It's not pretty.
I'm sure it's not. I was spared from that. My sire made sure of it.
Feel like he's got to be a local, somewhere local. I mean, he knows this place well enough to set that up and disappear.
I bet he's down. Yeah, I bet he's underground.
that's the case, I definitely don't want to go traipsing around down there.
Mm-mm.
Thought we wanted to clear him out.
Perhaps he's just.
I thought we wanted to claim this as our own territory.
You do.
But we're not marching into the sewers to do it.
Instead, we're just going to let a fucking Sabat pig live in the sewers?
No, we're going to kill him up here. We're going to find him, but sewers are also the domain of Nosferatu, and I'd really, really, really not like to go traipsing on
Their turn.
We'll run into one of them faster than we'll run into him. And
Yeah.
I can pull some strings. I can see if I can get us into the sewers if we want to go down there to clear it out.
I leave that up to those of you who are combat oriented, because I'm not.
My.
Oh, something's going on with
What is
Destiny's
happening
camera.
with my
What is
camera?
going on?
Destiny's flickering. There we go. She's working.
I went to a rave for a little
This
bit,
is
guys.
the night of Lamar's Gremlin. Lamar's Gremlin has gotten my camera, Destiny's camera. Who's next?
Who's next?
Had mine last week.
Yeah.
But that was mobile, so.
Yep. So the coterie is caught trying to figure out what to do next.
yeah, I figure we at least wait an hour or so, to take some time to let the cops decide that they're done investigating for the moment or heading out.
And since they kind of tipped their hand on their MO, do we need to set up some sort of longer term goal, set up some way of getting rid of, any sort of evidence they try to plant on us again? Because this may happen again and again.
I'm sure it will. Perhaps we establish a neighborhood watch of some sort.
So the coterie waits, I assume, about an hour. And after about an hour, the cops will have gathered up everyone they think saw anything. And the street should calm down a bit now. A number of the businesses will close, but not all of them, because still money to be made. And this is a neighborhood.
Chicago.
And this is a neighborhood known for violence. Not all of them. Many of them will still be open. It's just the south end of your domain probably is a lot more shut down than the end you're on. So I know Jacqueline wanted to go. She has somewhere she'd like to go.
I'm sure in that hour that we spent waiting around, we talked about anyone that may have went to that antique shop. About bits and bobs we may have found.
Yeah, it's just general conversation. Jackie picked up some books on art, some old books on art. And an interesting looking vase.
Oh, I got everybody presents.
Oh?
Yeah, hold on. And I'm going to run into my room and I'm going to come out and pass out little packages that are wrapped up. Like each individual package is wrapped up not very well. It is not a good wrapping paper job. And she's going to hand a small package to Eleanor that has a fork and a vintage cat comb.
Oh, thank you, Destiny. I love them.
You're welcome. The fork is the comb, because like Ariel from Disney.
The dingle hopper.
Yes, exactly. I never know whether you guys are going to know the references or not. You always do, though.
Some of us try to stay modern.
Some of us like culture.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, who doesn't like The Little Mermaid, right?
What?
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
And then she hands a package to Lamar that has a small silver tie clip in it.
He looks at it and he actually does look rather pleased. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lamar, you could wear that to the Succubus Club.
There you go with that Succubus Club shit again.
I so want to go though, Lamar. It's so fun.
You know, I was thinking about it right up until someone came here with a gun and tried to shoot up people.
Oh, I agree. We need to address this first.
Yeah, I'm no longer interested in the Succubus Club.
She's going to hand a relatively large package to Jonathan. And it is a Depression-era glass bowl that is silver and blue in color.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I didn't know if you needed, like, something to catch blood in or something. You don't really talk that much. But I figured that this would be a fun thing for you to have. You can break it if you don't.
I could use it for ritual cleansings, of course.
Oh, good. Here, Jackie, and she's going to hand you a package that's inside of a gift bag.
Okay.
She had too hard of a time wrapping it.
She takes out the tissue paper and takes the item out.
It's a hand-painted pink crossbody purse with flowers and definitely vintage.
Oh, Destiny. And she rubs her hand over the painting on the purse. That is beautiful.
I thought you might like it.
I have just the dress for it.
Good. Maybe Succubus Club?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Now, Roscoe, I probably don't recommend you take this to the Succubus Club. But I mean, we had such a great time with the jazz band. So here, and she hands him, it's like a big box. And when he opens it, he'll find a vintage military issue trombone.
Oh, this is awesome. I love it. And he tries blowing, but it's like sour notes. Really bad.
Womp womp.
I think I know someone who might be able to give you some lessons. Maybe.
Really? Okay.
Probably find someone.
Okay, that would be cool.
Awesome.
Thank you,
very
Destiny.
much.
This was very sweet of you.
You're welcome. Just wanted to try to make you guys like me or something. I don't know.
Well, we already liked you.
We like you.
I mean, I know that Roscoe and Eleanor do. You guys make that very clear. It's the
I do like you, Destiny.
Yeah.
I honestly do see a little bit of me in you. That stubborn streak.
What stubborn streak?
Oh, come now.
Now, I think that we probably had enough time for us to go up on the streets. I can try to go talk to either Martin or someone else to see if we can get into the sewers. But I don't think that they're going to be able to get us in tonight.
While we're down here talking amongst ourselves, do we have anything downstairs with us that we could like check, see what the news is saying?
Yes, there's a television.
Just to see get a general feeling of what the news.
And it is a smart TV, so we can also like stream YouTube and stuff on it, so Lamar can actually catch up on videos.
In the background, we've had cat compilation videos playing this whole time.
So you turn on the TV. You turn on the TV, and obviously the breaking news is shooting outside of Wicker Park. From what they're saying on the news, there were 4 people wounded. Nobody was killed. Police at this time have announced no suspects, but they'll be investigating And the news reporter, talks about it being a bad neighborhood. And you get the impression that the news reporter has done this kind of a report before.
The reporter seems bored.
Yeah, it's almost like, it's breaking news, but it's something.
It happens all the time.
It's happened before, yes.
Yeah.
That is
another shooting in Wicker Park tonight.
Oh, not in Wicker Park, just outside of Wicker Park.
No, this is all Wicker Park. Wicker Park goes all the way down to where Jackie's
yep,
cabaret
right.
is.
I see where it is marked there, so yes.
Yep.
It is Wicker Park.
So
Wicker
it's
Park
just
is
another,
huge. Another
night.
shooting in Wicker Park tonight.
Surprise, surprise,
Surprise.
Yeah, nobody seems shocked.
No.
That's for sure.
Yeah, so I'm going to excuse myself. I have someone I need to talk to.
Okay.
And
Careful, Jackie.
I will. And I'll get in the car and Etienne will drive me over to the bar.
Okay. What is everyone else doing while she's going to the bar? She is going actually to, let me pull the name up for her. She is actually pulling up to Doc. She's going out on I-90 to Doc Holliday's.
I'm way overdressed for this.
What is the rest of the coterie doing while she is taken to a biker bar, of all things?
All right, I'm going to say something. You all can do with the information as you wish. You really, really, really shouldn't go to the Succubus Club.
Why not?
Yeah, why do you say that?
If you go to the Succubus Club, you're courting death or worse. Final death. Because that place is the domain of a particularly nasty customer that's probably older than most of the people in this city put together.
That's really old.
What?
Yeah. And you don't want to be alone with her. You don't want to be... Staying off her radar is the best thing possible for you, because those of us that get that old, they can do things to you. They can make you eat your own fingers and thank them for it.
That's not the best image I've seen tonight.
So when I say we should stay down here and take care of our own business, that's why I'm saying that. I like to survive. I figure all of you like to survive if you've made it this far. I know the Succubus Club, place to see and be seen, all that good stuff. But if it can see you, it can kill you.
Who is it?
She calls herself Portia nowadays.
Nowadays?
And that's just the information that I've picked up because, like I said, she's rather old.
Any idea who she used to go as?
Mar seems to think about that for a second. The way I understand it, once upon a time, she called herself Helena.
Now,
Okay.
for those here, I'm trying to think, who would know that name other than, of course, from Greek mythology? I don't think, well, actually, all of you except Destiny are old enough to know what that name means.
Word gets around in Kindred Society.
Well, she is dead, supposedly, is what you've all heard. But the name definitely is associated, now all of you don't have the details, with Carthage, the fall of Carthage. You've heard more than one brouhaha bitch about how Carthage fell. Now for Destiny, as part of your lessons, you've been told that from Barton, that according to legend, Helena betrayed the brouhaha to the Ventru and help them set about to cause Carthage to fall, to destroy their city. It is why the Toreador have a long-standing feud with the Brujah. They've never forgiven.
Are you talking about Helena that brought about the downfall of Carthage? That Helena?
Sounds about old as dirt enough to be her.
So Portia's
Maybe.
a Toreador.
Yeah. And that's especially why I'm saying it's a very good idea to stay off the radar of creatures way older than you. A lot of us learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
Jackie?
Jackie's not here.
I've gone.
Oh, you already
Jackie
left.
don't
Okay.
know any of this.
Okay.
You left.
Roscoe, I do think that since our plans are scrapped for the night, perhaps we can take that book.
But yeah, let's do
where
that.
it should focus.
Let's go do that. I'd like to get this hot potato out of my hands as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Jonathan Roscoe going to go to take the book to the Chantry. Eleanor, who normally gets a ride with Jackie, can't get a ride with Jackie. So Eleanor, Lamar, and Destiny are still in the Haven.
I need to go check on Hyde. I'll
Yes, you
see
should.
you guys later.
Mhm.
Have a
Yeah.
good one.
Be careful.
Always will be. And Destiny's going to go and look for Hyde.
Okay.
And then go to talk to Wineka.
Now, Eleanor and Lamar, what are your plans?
I turn to Lamar. Lamar, how tall are you?
6 feet tall.
Okay, yeah, all right. So I have to kind of look up to like try and meet your gaze. And by try, because you're a little bit scary. Lamar, was that everything that you know about the Succubus Club?
It's the most important stuff, yeah.
How long have you known this?
Long enough for it to be a problem.
I understand.
I mean it with all seriousness. You've got to stay away from that place.
It's why you haven't wanted to go.
Yeah, don't be caught alone with her. Especially don't be caught alone with her, but just if she doesn't know that you exist, she can't focus on you. She can't pop up here one evening and, try the medium rare or whatever. I don't want anyone around here getting ashed just because they thought it'd be a good idea to speak to an old one.
Do you think, because I know some of the rest of us have already gone, do you think it's already a problem?
Well, the way everybody cleared out of here so quick, I'm a little worried, but figure we'll know soon enough if it is a problem. Right now, I'm focused on finding that jackass from earlier this evening and making sure he takes a sun bath.
Yes, I agree. That should be our immediate concern.
You staying here or you need a ride?
If I could get a ride home, that would be good.
All right. Yeah. If you're ready right now, I'll take you.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So
Thank you, Lamar.
Eleanor and Lamar depart. Now for Jackie, who had already left, takes you a little bit.
I do slip a leather jacket on over the dress.
Takes you a little bit Because Doc Holiday's is not right there in the middle of
No,
the
it's
city.
not. It's out a ways.
Takes a bit. And as you pull up to this,
Do I see
seating-
the bikes that I'm familiar with?
No, but there's a number of bikes out front, and you know that any word you leave there will get handled appropriately. They normally don't come here that often,
He is never here when I need him.
but as you come up to it, the bikes are all out front. And it's a dive bar in many ways. It's a true biker bar.
Okay, I just walk on in.
Now, when you walk in, of course, you catch a lot of eyes.
Oh, of course I do. I'm beautiful and I'm overdressed for this situation.
But the bartender, who oddly enough is always called Doc,
I smile at him.
when he sees you, he nods at you. And then all the eyes that are watching you quit. They just go back to what they're doing.
I walk up to Doc and I said, he been around lately?
Not for a day or two, but if you need me to let him know,
Yeah, I need to talk to him at some point. It's kind of something he needs to know.
I'll let him know if that's what you want. I mean, he told me anything. Is it important? You want me to speed it up?
Just tell him, one of the... how do I phrase this? He didn't take out all the garbage in Wicker Park. Let him know one got away.
Got it. I'll pass the message to him.
Thank you.
You know how he is. If he has something to say, he'll
He'll get it to me. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Thanks, Doc.
No problem. Get
She
you a
let-
drink?
No, not tonight. And she lays down a 50 on the bar.
He just effortlessly slides it right over the bar and tucks it in the pocket.
Appreciate you, Doc.
You look kind of shaken a bit. You sure you're okay?
It's been a rough night.
See the bar I'm in? Always a rough night.
Indeed. Hopefully, we'll soon have better days. And I just walk out.
Destiny. Doesn't take long to find Hyde.
Before I'm going to scoop Hyde up.
Okay.
Put him inside of my bag. Or her. Put her inside of my bag. Hyde, did you see anything?
Found a couple places that don't smell right, but didn't see any rats, but it
Places that don't smell right, are they going into the sewers?
yeah,
okay.
it smells dead. Dead things. Not
Okay.
like you dead things, but dead things.
All right, well, I need to go out again, but let's get you home so you can have your wet food. And then I'm going to leave you there while I go talk to someone else, okay?
And Hyde starts purring.
So I bring Hyde home
Okay.
and open up a can of wet food for her.
Okay.
And while I'm there, I am going to gather up the pieces of my disguise.
Okay.
Put them into my bag and then head out. Along the way to the tent city, I'm going to stop at a club and change in the club's bathroom.
To slip into something a little different. Now, ordinarily, I'd say we'll do this next session, but we'll cover this here so that you can go and meet with Warneka at his tent city. And of
Okay.
course, you've been here a few times. When you arrive, no one pays you a mind. They've seen you, they know who you are, though in this form, you would think most of them wouldn't know you, but more than one seems to recognize you even in disguise. And it's these that the others seem to take instruction from.
Okay.
And as you
I'll
approach,
smile at them and nod as I walk by.
most of them just nod. One or two seems to get a smirk. But as you approach where you know he sits, you see his hunched form on the bench. Not so pretty tonight there, Torador.
No, I picked up some nose prosthetics and a wig.
You trying to be like me? It's a little late for the fangs, but
I mean, doesn't everybody want to be like a piece of art?
you would think. You would think. I've heard odd things tonight. Shooting
Yeah.
outside or right down in Wicker Park.
Yep. That's in our domain.
Yeah, word travels fast among the homeless. You
Yeah.
involved in it?
Did I shoot anybody?
I've got to ask. It's information.
Not this time. Not this
It's
time.
good to know.
I think that we have some leftover Sabat pack. And I think they may have taken up refuge inside of these sewers underneath our domain.
The sewers. Or the Undercity.
Why not both?
It's hard to tell which is which some days, that's for sure.
I was hoping, I know it may take some time, and I have to give you information first, but I have some information.
You've given me information.
I have more.
Very important information. One survived. That's
Yeah.
very valuable.
One survived. At least one, as far as we know. But I was hoping that maybe you might be able to find someone to get us into the sewers in that particular area. Or if not into the sewers in that particular area, maybe we can flush them out of the sewers in that particular area.
I'll ask around. I don't know the Undercity, but there are those who do.
Good.
Don't believe what you were told. It's not all flooded and washed out. The
I
lower
never believe
tunnels
what I'm told.
are full of water from the lake, but not all of them.
Now, you say you don't know the lower city, and you have others that do. You're a font of information. How well do you know myths?
I'm not trained. I was a homeless drug addict, blowing guys under a bridge for a little bit of smack. Let's just say I'm not well educated.
You're not well educated, but you have the most information in this city.
Because education is survival.
And survival of the fittest is the way to get by. The Succubus Club.
Burned down a few years ago. During
It's back
Loden's
again.
fall, the lupine attacked. We lost a lot of kindred that night. It sat in ruins for years until Portia rebuilt it.
Yeah. Who is Portia?
A neonate, Torador like yourself. She seems to hang out a bit with Annabelle, the Torador Primogen. I've even heard rumors that Annabelle stays there many nights. So, perhaps Annabelle is infatuated with this Portia.
Perhaps. Now, I would recommend seeing if you can get any of the homeless around the area to tell you stories of Greek myths.
Okay.
Look into the fall of Carthage.
That's a name I've heard.
Toreadors love to act.
They do.
And Portia may be playing a role.
Manuka leans close to you. You're playing a dangerous game here. I do
My
not think you
existence
know.
is a dangerous game.
Touche. I do not think you know the stakes in this particular game. If the rumors I have heard are true, you do not want to play this game. Neither do I.
Information is the way to get ahead. That's all I'm bringing. And that's all I'm taking.
Information, like many things, can get a kindred killed, so be careful.
I'll do my best.
You are not
If,
the only one who has noticed something odd with that place. Though none of us dare talk of it.
And we won't speak of it again. If you can help with the Undercity in my domain, my coterie would be very grateful to you. So can you let me know?
That I will do. There are few who know of the place, and I will see what price they will ask. And I will let you know.
Thank you. Good night, Picasso.
Good night, not as pretty nos. And he leans back in his bench and stares off into the lake that's in front of the tent city, as he does many nights. And this is where we are going to end tonight's session, with Jackie going out to a bar looking for the wolf pack.
Or Archons.
Lamar giving Eleanor a ride home. Destiny revealing some things that weren't a shock to Aneka, but getting a warning as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonathan and Roscoe taking a book to the Chantry to prevent Marcel from getting it. And of course, over all of this, someone tried to frame them, or at least to gauge their reaction to see, because you don't get but naive with this particular trap. Perhaps it was a test. And I would like to thank the players and, of course, the guests. We tallied up the bonus XP from last week, and it goes to Jackie.
Thank you,
For,
everyone, for voting for me.
Yep, for the player vote, or for the viewer vote. For all the viewers there, pop into our Discord. Chat's right over there. Vote in Chi-Town chat on who you think deserves to get bonus XP for this episode. Could be for any reason, for no reason.
I think this is going to be a hard
You can give
one.
it to Roscoe for the hat. Doesn't matter. Because he's got the cowboy hat. You know?
It's an amazing hat.
It is. And all the players here get to experience.
Thank you.
And because I don't have the schedule for the streaming in front of me, I'm going to let my wife do the outro for the upcoming streams.
Oh, this coming week, we are slam busy, guys. We've got Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Haunted Chronicles. Then we have Friday night at 8 p.m. A Dirty World. It is a 1930s noir one-shot run by Tamshu, and it's going to be awesome. It's a small group of players because it's a new system for Tam, and he didn't want to do it with a big party learning new rules. So, but it's going to be, 3 cast with Tam, and they're going to play a dirty, dark noir game. It's going to be fantastic.
And it has Verlin, House, who played Noah on Wraith, and he plays Warren in Hound Chronicles, and everybody's favorite, Chops.
Chops. Yep. So the 3 of us are going to play this game with Tamshu.
Because we love Chops.
Yep. And that's on Friday at 8 p.m. And then on Saturday, we have a double feature. 3 p.m., we have D&D 5e Ishvel, our Norse-inspired D&D game. Grand adventures going on. They're currently on the high seas, and it's all...
They're about to get into combat right now.
I know. It's craziness.
Yeah, there was a kraken.
I heard a demon on board. But So it's good times. So that's at 3 p.m. and then at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you'll get a bit of a break between the two because Ishval runs about 3 hours. So that ends about 6. And then at 8 p.m., you come back and join us because we will actually be finishing our werewolf one-shot that turned into a two-shot. We had to switch it up last time when we planned to do it because I unfortunately had to work a 10.5-hour day due to an emergency. And
we had to do a Q&A instead.
We did a Q&A instead. So this time we are actually playing it on a Saturday because I don't work weekends yet. And
Hey, what doggone Pentex getting in the way?
I know, darn Pentex getting in the way.
It'd be good
But
to see the conclusion of that because that was a great
Yeah, we are going to finish
Trailer
up
Park Werewolf.
because we left off with the first session of that one shot that turned into a two-shot facing down this big old pig monster that's basically gonna kill us all, and then an agent of the worm that was like,
don't forget Garrett found out he was in love.
Yeah, and Garrett's yes, and Garrett finds out he's in love. He's going to be a litany breaker, but yes. And then of course on Sunday again we have Vampire Windy City After Dark,
and get to see
at 5 p.m.
Yeah, this is crazy. So, if you want to see other great content, check out our friends list over here. Number of people on there. After this airs at 8:30 p.m. Eastern is Macabre Derek, part of my Vampire the Masquerade Sunday that I like to shout out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very dark, visceral, emotional game. I've tried to pick up tips from this man about how to really gut-wrenchingly pull on the players. I haven't got to do it yet this season of Windy City, but it's going to come. Don't worry.
It'll come. We're building up to the catastrophic failure. But yes, and also, if you like the content you're seeing here, you can always check out our back content on YouTube. We're going to post the links over in chat. Also, the links include links to Haunted Chronicles YouTube page and Ishval's YouTube page for our recurring streams. On the McStabber Studios one, you can see things like Windy City After Dark, DC by Night, the Wraith the Oblivion game, and multiple one-shots, but the actual Haunted Chronicles universe, which has the Haunted Chronicles Black Death game that is on Tuesdays, and then once a month on Tuesdays, we have
Darker
Waters, which is a 7th Sea campaign, which is an amazing swashbuckling game on the high seas. Those are on the Haunted Chronicles YouTube, and then, of course, Ishval is our D&D content. So give those two a free subscribe on YouTube. As soon as each of them hit 100 subscribers, we are giving away 2 $50 gift cards to Drive-Thru RPG.
Yep. And hopefully, if you're watching this here and you ever watch the video on demand and they mute my damn audio because Twitch likes to mute audio, I have a license to use.
Yes.
YouTube, it's never muted.
It's never muted. You can go catch like the 6 minutes they block out there.
Right, because YouTube actually has a back-end system that lets me register my licenses through them so that they never mute my audio. Like Twitch, who refuses to unmute audio I'm licensed to use.
And they ignore the appeals.
Yeah, I'm rather upset.
And as of the recording right now, they only needed 4 more subscribes on Haunted Chronicles
to get their 100.
Yes. Now we still need we still need a number. 23, I think.
Like
yes, I think it's about 23 we need on Ishval. So please, guys, go give a free subscribe. You don't get spammed. If you don't click the little bell icon on YouTube, they don't even send you notifications.
Yep.
Just click the subscribe. It's free.
It's free. Yep. And remember, if you want to support the channel, you can subscribe if you have Prime. Go ahead. You can do it with Amazon Prime for free. Bits and donations, though, go straight to the players. Does not go to Relin or I. That's to show your appreciation. Now, everyone here is doing this because we enjoy doing it. We're not doing it to make money. But if you want to show appreciation, want to buy them a cup of coffee, a Happy Meal at McDonald's, you can donate bits and those go to the players. And
Shanky has to buy my shit. He has to buy my shit, and I got a job, so he can afford to buy my shit now. So,
and any of the players want to add anything? If you're streaming anywhere else, you can add it.
Another great session. Glad to see that everybody's starting to come together, or at least pretend to come together.
Right.
Coming together. I think this coterie is coming together nicely.
It just takes time, trust.
Trust takes time.
Yep, it does.
It does.
And experience.
Mm-hmm. And in the words of Chops, mental health is no joke. Take it very seriously. Reach out to your friends, reach out to your family. Don't assume they're okay. Check on them, make sure they're okay. And if you suffer from mental health, understand there's nothing wrong with if you suffer from mental health issues, there's nothing wrong with reaching out to other people because we all can't do it by ourselves. Sometimes you need help from other people to do it. Take it seriously. And thank you all for coming. And
Love you, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.
Yep. And we will see you
Good night, everybody.
Join us in Discord to chat.
Seriously.